What's up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another video. Now, this one, of course, is going to be about the FBI and their double standards of investigations. Such as, fast tracking one investigation on one ex president and not having the same kind of speed when it comes to investigating another president, and or even, not wanting to interfere with an election or possible future election, but yet having no problem when it comes to another set of individuals, such as, Trump and Biden, or Clinton and Trump. Kind of there'd be a good comparison, huh? Like, Hillary and Biden, Democrats. Trump, conservative / Republican, more conservative. But let's get into this video.
Poll found that 37% of Americans have a positive view of the FBI.
37.
And that's from an NBC poll. I wouldn't exactly call that right media propaganda. I think I know why. Here's what the American people know and believe about the FBI today, sir. If you are a Trump, you'll be prosecuted. If you are a Biden, you'll be protected. And the American people that I represent are sick and tired of this double standard.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like every single hearing that we have in this room, we talk about the two-tiered justice system of Biden's DOJ and the FBI, and as we were talking earlier, here we are again. President Trump endured an unprecedented raid at his home in Mar-a-Lago. President Biden's home, however, was respectfully browsed. President Trump is facing up to 400 years in federal prison for allegedly being in possession of classified documents he obtained as the commander-in-chief of these United States of America, and
which is legal. As president, he can declassify and hold on to any information he wants. And then if said government or new president wants the information back, they simply ask him, and he will simply hand it on over.
Meanwhile, President Biden is facing no charges for the classified documents he had held at his time as a senator and a vice president, not the president of these. Yeah.
Meaning illegal. As a senator or even a vice president, he does not have the power to sit there and declassify information, which then also goes, so when he was a senator, who do you think declassified that information for him? Could it have been President Clinton at the time, before he got in trouble with his little sex scandal with his, secretaries? Could it be also Obama, who might have gave him some declassified information? Democrats, comparison, crooks compared to people who are trying, but usually don't have too much of a backbone, which is another reason why Republicans and Democrats both don't like Trump, because he has a backbone and he ain't afraid to use it.
United States of America. And last I checked, he had no legal authority to declassify those documents.
So who did it?
Assuming President Trump was in possession of said classified documents, would those documents be more secure, surrounded by Secret Service at Mar-a-Lago, or in a box, in a garage, behind your Corvette? That's a question. Question for you, sir. What can you tell us about the status of the FBI's investigation of President Biden's classified documents found next to his Corvette in Delaware and those found at the Penn Biden Center? Do we have an update on that, sir?
No.
What I can tell you is that there is an ongoing special counsel investigation led by Mr. Robert Hur, and we have FBI agents affiliated with it, working very actively and aggressively with him on that case. I obviously disagree with your description of the two standards. In my view, at least under my watch, we have one standard.
You're such a sissy.
And that is
what
to
are you
pursue
doing?
the facts wherever they lead, no matter who likes it. And I add that last part because, especially in sensitive investigations, almost by definition, somebody's not going to like it.
So I understand, and that's actually why I led with the sentiment of the American people. I understand that's your sentiment. I do want to finish this. So I want everybody to talk about this dichotomy that we've seen. I get your point, sir, but that's just not what we see as the public, as we the people. We case being fast-tracked and one case being slow-walked. We see one president's home being raided, the other president's home being kindly searched. You have one government agency, the Secret Service, protecting the former president and his home, and another government agency, the FBI, raiding the same home.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
That's tragically ironic. And we expect more from a functional constitutional republic, and these things shouldn't be happening. Now, it's my opinion that Joe Biden is the most unpopular president we have seen in a century, and that's why he knows the only way to stop President Trump from beating him in November is by putting him in jail. You talked about this, Mr. Fry. In the 247 years of this existence of this great nation, only one president has ever been indicted by the DOJ and his home raided by the FBI. Now, some have said that President Trump's indictment means that no one is above the law.
Which, hey,
Okay?
see, I'm totally fine for that. I am one of those people that believes in justice 100%, such as everybody is held accountable for their ill actions. Period. Doesn't matter who you are, president, vice president, senator, governor, mayor, don't care who you are. If you're doing illegal shit and you know you're doing illegal shit, you should be held accountable, you should lose your job, and you should definitely not be allowed to get specific types of jobs. I'm totally fine for that. But the problem with our current administration, our current judicial committee, and our current law is, if you're on a certain political side, they ain't gonna give a shit. Such as, oh hey, you're a Democrat, you're fine, do as much illegal shit as you want, just don't get caught. If you get caught, we're gonna have to play this long game until eventually we're gonna have to fire you, let you go, or make you just kind of disappear. Kind of like how all these DAs are basically going after average everyday tax-paying citizens and hitting them with fines, fees, and jail time, but yet actual criminals who are looting, robbing, stealing, murdering, raping, and all this other kind of shit, they're out within 12 hours. A little slap on the wrist, and it's like, don't do it again. Like, oh, I feel bad for the criminal. They're doing bad stuff because they have a bad life. No. There's plenty of people who had bad lives growing up, and they're law-abiding citizens. Just saying.
All right, I would love to see that. But what about Hillary Clinton?
Boom.
And what about Joe Biden?
Right.
And what about Hunter Biden? Who is
Oh.
America's favorite son?
No, he's not.
Let me tell you something.
Not
I have
really.
a 4-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old daughter at my house. Hunter Biden to me is like glitter. He is on everything, and you cannot get rid of him. And yet nothing.
I love
is
that
going to be done
comparison.
about it. We're sick of it. James Comey decided not to prosecute Hillary Clinton despite overwhelming evidence that she committed crimes.
I wonder why.
As I recall, it was the position of the FBI to not prosecute because they didn't want to interfere with the presidential election.
But what are they doing now?
What do you call this? The Iowa caucuses are in 6 months. 6 months. I think the American public would expect to see this from Cuba and from Venezuela and from Russia and from China, but not here. The people expect us to have blind justice. They expect equal justice under the law. It is not the job of the DOJ or the FBI to prosecute Joe Biden's top political opponent, who is leading in every single primary poll, and the Iowa caucuses are in 6 months. Let the people decide. It's our job to uphold the Constitution. As a West Point grad and military veteran, this is the Constitution I'm giving my life to protect.
Hell yeah.
It's all to uphold it likewise. Thank you so much for being here.
Mr. Chairman, may I briefly respond?
Sure.
So number one,
Go fuck
as
yourself.
to the investigations related to Mrs. Clinton, as you noted, that happened under my predecessor, and I'm not going to speak for or defend that decision.
I recognize that.
Second, as to your descriptions of the investigations related to Hunter Biden, as you know, there is an ongoing investigation being led by the Delaware U.S.
There's an ongoing investigation on January 6th, and it's 900 plus days into that said investigation. So, You can go ahead and bring up it's an ongoing investigation. You're the FBI. You're supposed to be some of the best investigators in our entire country. In the whole entire world, you're supposed to be the best. But yet, so far, what I've seen, you ain't doing shit when it comes to specific people.
Attorney appointed by President Trump, and we are actively working on that investigation with him.
We look forward to seeing the results of this quickly and swiftly.
And third and finally, to your point about the American people and their views, I worry less about NBC polls or polls by any other news outlet, but I will tell you that the number of people in Texas applying to work for us since I've been in this job has gone up 93%, and in fact,
Could it be because there's quite a bit of liberals who live in Texas? I mean, Houston, Texas is a pretty fucking liberal ass city. So the thing is, Mr. Ray, would your opinion change if literally there's an assload of protesters outside your home demanding that you step down as FBI director because you're not doing your fucking job? Or how about people literally just going to every single FBI agent's homes and going, step down, remove yourself, right? How like they did with several of our judges. How would you like that? I bet you would not like that, and I bet you would demand people to start being arrested, correct? But what about our judges, huh? In the highest court of the land, our Supreme Court judges, they had several of them had people outside their homes. I mean, crowds of people demanding, commanding, threatening. Where was the FBI? What's going on there? But I can guarantee if anyone did that outside his home, he would actually have them arrested, wouldn't he?
I heard a response to this earlier.
In fact, we have
that's great.
More applicants from the state of Texas annually in the last several years than any other state in the country.
And that makes sense because Texas is the greatest state in the country.
Then I think
No, it's not.
Speaks very
No, it's
well
not.
of the view
Sorry
of
to say,
Texas
no, it's not.
about the FBI.
Director, any agents who served on the Crossfire Hurricane investigation or the Mueller investigation, are any of those agents on Mr. Hur or Mr. Smith's special counsel team?
Did you hear that?
So, but
Did you hear that sigh? It's like, I want to rewind that back.
Mr. Hur or Mr. Smith's special counsel team?
He's like, fuck. This dude, if he was smart, he would literally say, I quit. I don't want to do this no more. But he got paid a lot of money by Biden, I bet. I'm going to rewind that one more time.
Mueller investigation, are any of those agents on Mr. Hur or Mr. Smith's special counsel team?
I don't believe so, but I can't, on the top of my head, go through the list of. There's a lot of agents involved in the two investigations, and so let me check into that and see if there's any way we can get back to on that, because I don't want to.
You know the answer, sadly.
Gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized.
That was funny.
Hey, honey.
That was funny. Just, he's like, God damn it. Man, this dude, he should just like step down. He should just be like, okay, look, guys, this is what's going on. But he knows at this point in time, he's already dug himself in a fucking deep ass hole he can't get out of. So, like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Stay free, America. Love you guys.